I recently started a security job. Nothing particularly impressive or anything. Just like walking around the supermarket, keeping kids out of trouble. And the uniform I was issued is very cop-like. Like the shirt with its shoulder pleats and whatnot looks a lot like a cop uniform. And little kids for some unknown reason really like cops, and they'll wave to me and be like, "Hi, policeman," and it's adorable. It's one of the best parts of the jobs is when kids like smile at you and wave. And I was in the parking lot, and there was this little girl like squatting in the basket of a shopping cart while her mom was putting away groceries. And she looked at me and she smiled and she waved, and I waved back. And then she ripped the fattest shit just right there in the parking lot. And her mom whipped around and yelled, "Kimberly!" at the top of her lungs. And I was fighting so hard not to laugh because this poor lady was already so embarrassed. But it was so fucking funny. Oh my god. That was very funny. And as soon as it happened, I knew, oh, I have to tell this story on the art journal. As immature as laughing at that maybe, I hope you derive as much joy from it as I did experiencing it, because goddamn, it was hilarious. Not as funny for the poor bastard that had to wash that shopping cart, but you know what? That's a him problem, not a me problem. I was going to so I've been in a very horror mood as of late when it comes to like media and things I'm partaking in. So I wanted to draw a nice horror icon. So here we have the xenomorph. But I'm going to talk about other stuff first. So the structure, I know the art journals have been very poorly structured so far because they're not meant to be. But that does leave them kind of like all over the place. We're going to talk about personal life stuff if there's anything for me to share that I want to share. We're going to talk about state of the channel, and then we'll talk about like the subject of the art and stuff related to it. Taking sippies of my I dink my oysters. I saw that fucking. It's like years old. I don't know why it came up in my feed on Reddit, but I saw the fucking dink my oiter meme, and I am dinking my oiter. So anyway, stay of the channel. I did not expect the first part of literary merit to do so well. So looking at, I have my computer monitor up. Let's take a look at the channel. Come on, YouTube, load, you slow fucking bastard. Come on, multi-billion-dollar company. There we go. Come on over here, Elliot Geltz. We are currently sitting at 794 subscribers as of this recording, which, holy shit, almost breaking 800. I'm very happy with that, and I appreciate everyone that's subscribed so far. Thank you so much. Looking at the literary merit video, I shouldn't have named it something I struggle to pronounce. That was a bad idea. It is currently sitting at 162 views. So roughly ballparking it and rounding a little bit, 1/4 of my subscribers checked it out. 25%. If you've ever made like video content, and if you like get into it, you quickly come to learn. I think I've talked about this before. Um, Actually getting your full subscriber base to watch a video can be very difficult, especially if you make a variety of content. Like, people will subscribe for one thing and that's all they give a shit about, and that's all they'll watch, which is fair. That's totally fair. I signed up for that when I started making like World of Darkness videos and knew I also wanted to make other stuff. I hope my dog's tic-tac and ass claws on the hardwood floor. I hope it's picking up. I hope you can hear it. Because I hope you can hear it and then appreciate how much work I do taking it out of the videos I post. There you go. That was a nice little catch. Anyway, so 25% viewership on a video is very good. It's not the thousands the WOD video gets. So superficially, this might seem like it might have flubbed, but 25%, that's solid. That's more than I could have hoped for an original video not pulling on the WOD fandom. So I'm very happy with that performance. I would like to see more. I am putting a lot of work into them. I think if for the 12 people that watch the art journals, if you're watching the art journal and watching the World of Darkness videos, but not watching that, I'm reaching out to you now. I promise you, if you give it a shot, you'll probably like it. It's still very in tone and style with my World of Darkness videos. So yeah, I would like to see it gain some more traction. I'm hoping as I make more and put them in a playlist, people will listen to them more, just putting the playlist on for their listening. That's my hope. And I hope people enjoy that once I get that ball rolling. As far as World of Darkness goes, I am working on the script for a video that's kind of half and half between general WOD lore and Hunter the Parenting. I'm not going to say what it is. Hopefully when it comes out, you'll know what I mean. So yeah, as far as the channel goes, we'll be coming up on 2 years. Fuck me running 2 years. I've been at this for 2 years now. We're coming up on 2 years in November. I would have hoped to have at least broken 1,000 by 2 years. At the rate of growth we're seeing now, that's not the most likely to happen. But I'm hoping maybe with more WOD videos and maybe if Literary Merit picks up some speed, we might be able to see that. I am like fuck, man. Like I've been watching more videos of other YouTubers talking about their growth and them talking about where they were at in 2 years and how they were so much bigger than I am now. It does get to me. But I'm trying to not let it. I'm trying to focus on just making videos I enjoy. And making videos I hope you enjoy. And I hope you do enjoy them. So yeah, that's the state of the channel now. Moving on to the art. Hopefully by 8 minutes in, you can see what the fuck I'm drawing. I'm not particularly happy with the way this first Xenomorph came out. I am really proud of that hand. It's not anything to be especially proud of, but for having not drawn in a hot minute, I have drawn since the last art journal, just not a whole lot. For not having drawn in a hot minute, I'm fairly happy with how some elements of this came out. Overall, I'm not making much progress as an artist, but that's because I don't draw a whole lot. So I have to do that more if I want to get better. I really like it's shocking to me how little people know about the Xenomorph. Like I was talking about the other day because of Alien Romulus and Alien Earth having come out recently. And I mentioned to someone like, yeah, H.R. Geiger, I really like I love his art, and that's odd for me because his style is like the opposite of what I usually like in art. And they were like, who the fuck is H.R. Geiger? Which, if you don't know, H.R. Geiger is the man that made the Xenomorph. He was the one that drew the first art that he created it. Excuse me. The reason it looks the way it does is he created it, and he's a fucking crazy person. He has a very a very distinct style. If you've partaken in like like Yu Yu Hakusho, like it's environmental art, or the I have no mouth and I must scream uh, click and point adventure game. Like, you can definitely see his art influence in random places. And oh, whoever was making this really fucking loved H.R. Geiger. You can just see it. Um, very, very sexual, the Xenomorph is. Like, I get some weird looks every now and then when I talk about the Xenomorph. I'm like, yeah, it's about sexual horror, and people look at me funny, and its baby pops out of you. I don't know how much more obvious it can be that the Xenomorph is sexual horror. I don't know how fucking people, man. But yeah, if you've never watched, if you've somehow never, if out of the 12 people watching this right now, I have somehow caught someone that has never watched an Alien movie. The Xenomorph is very much, very, very much about reproductive and sexual horror. It is an alien that it's so the life cycle of a Xenomorph is it starts with a little egg. Well, little, it's like the size of a football. And this freak ass spider creature comes out of it that grabs your face and shoves eggs down your throat. And those little baby Xenomorphs grow and grow until they pop out of your chest, killing you inherently. That's a thing that's inherent. And then the little baby Xenomorphs keep growing into full-size Xenomorphs, who then either kill people or abduct them, so that they can be placed near facehugger eggs, so that when the facehuggers come out, they can just immediately impregnate the person. It is very much horror about being forcibly impregnated, about being sexually assaulted, about all the awfulness that comes with that, just fantasticized into sci-fi with this creature. And you see that in its design. Its head looks like a dick. I don't know how you can look at the very clearly head dick of a Xenomorph on top of its life cycle and not get that it's sexual horror in any way. But fuck me, I need to move on. I really love the Alien franchise. I watched the first movie when I was fairly young, alongside Jaws. So way too young to be watching the rape horror monster at play. Alien and Aliens are two of my favorite movies ever. And I pull back on the Super Best Friends play bit where they're like, the first best Alien movie is either Alien or Aliens, and it depends on taste. And then the second best movie in the Alien franchise is either Alien or Aliens, and it depends on your taste. And then the third best movie is just watching the cutscenes of Alien Isolation on YouTube. I contest that statement, though, now. I don't think that's true anymore. I really liked Alien Romulus. It came out a while ago. I went to see it the day of. When I went to see it, I accidentally locked my keys in my car. And had to call the town's sheriff's department to come open it for me. The deputy did not judge me for how messy my car is, and I really appreciate him for that. But anyway, the movie. I really liked it. There is the hiccup of the plot hole of this is the ship from Alien, the original. And if the movie's been out for a while. Fuck you if you haven't seen it yet. If you care about spoilers, you should just go watch it. It's been out for forever. There is a minor plot hole. Well, not minor. A plot hole in that the ship from the original Alien gets destroyed at the end. And that doesn't make sense because that ship has to exist for other parts of canon. I don't fucking care. It is a pretty grievous plot hole. The parts of Alien canon, boy, do not get up under my table. No. You're gonna knock it over. You're gonna knock over my water. You're gonna knock over my order, and it's gonna be very upsetting. Thank you. The parts of Alien canon that what is it? The Nostromo? I think it's the Nostromo. The parts of Alien... Stop getting up under my table! Move! The parts of Alien canon where the Nostromo has to exist for, I don't really give a shit about. So it's to me, it's whatever. Romulus's execution with, I really loved how, I loved, there are two elements of it that really set it to a 10 out of 10 for me. One, I really loved the human element. I loved how we spend so much time with our main protagonist and her android brother at the very beginning. And we establish how Wayland Yutani is a piece of shit fucking demon of a corporation that's abusing people and all of their struggles and poverty. Like, taking just a few minutes to really hammer that in. It was so worth it. I became so invested in them and their cause. And by extension, like, the characters of everyone else. Like, I can't remember their names. I watched it opening night, and that was a while ago, so fucking sue me. But just like, we want a better life for ourselves than mining in shit ass poverty. Like, it's just so, especially nowadays, it's such a relatable thing that it really did a good job hooking me into these characters and getting me invested as they died horribly one by one. I also really loved how the movie, um, like how it really plays with you knowing Alien. So like they show you the busted glass canisters, and you're like, oh, there's face huggers around. Like you, the viewer, know. I mean, it's classic dramatic irony. You, the viewer, know the danger or the tragedy, and the characters don't. And you're watching them stumble into something that they could avoid if they knew what you knew. Like you see the burned out floor, and you know, oh, that's where a xenomorph died because the acid blood. You see the busted glass canisters, you know, oh, face huggers. You see the fucking face huggers in the freezing, in the cryosleep. And the character's like, what the hell is that? And you know. And you're screaming at them to stop poking it, and they don't, and that's good dramatic irony. It also makes it so that when when shit goes down. So one of my favorite things of horror movies is when you start at a point and there's the drop off. I like to call it the drop off, where very dramatically and very quickly things get worse. So much worse so quickly. And the drop off of Romulus is great because things get worse, and they get worse because a bunch of people make the worst decision possible, but they make those decisions for reasons you understand. Like, oh no, my loved one is in horrible pain. I need to do something right now. Like, you can at least empathize with them panicking and making what is objectively a bad decision, on top of them not knowing, like, things about the xenomorphs and things that you know. As the viewer, boy, this is why I told you not to get up under my tables. Go. I love you. I love you so much. But you knock my tables. Anyway. It makes for a great tragedy overall that the deaths of these characters could have been avoided if one, Wayland Yutani wasn't a piece of shit, and two, if they just knew what you knew and you watched them go through that. And it makes for the heart of great horror to me is great tragedy. And it really just pulled it off so well. Go watch Alien Romulus. It's really good. So yeah, channel is doing pretty good. I really liked Alien Romulus. And I watched a little girl rip a fat shit in a Walmart parking lot. Great journal. Send it out.